Hi, it's Layle with Simple Stories. I'm here at Scrapbook.com and we are working on our December Days album. One of the things that we hear quite a bit with a project like this is that you're taking so many photos throughout the month. How can you add additional photos to your album? So kind of what can you do to supplement what is already provided in the album? So we're going to talk about a couple of different things that you can use to do that. We offer a number of different sets or configurations of the 6x8 pocket pages that fit in the binder. And there are little 2x2 squares and 4x4 squares and many different options. So you'll have kind of the Insta Square option, and those are going to give you 5 different configurations to each. And then you also have kind of our regular or our traditional variety pack, and that's going to give you basics like 6x8, 4x6s and 3x4s. So those are some pretty good options if you just want to kind of add the same types and same size of pocket pages that already come in the album. But we get a little bit more fun. We also have the pocket pages that are a little bit smaller. So these are going to be 4x6 size. What's fun with the 4x6 size is that there are quite a few different little configurations. So you get lots of fun different pieces and different shaped photos that you can now add to your album. So we're going to take a look at a few of those. The one that I'm using here has 6 2x2 squares. And what I've done is I've just started adding some embellishments to the pockets. So if I take a couple of the bits and pieces, and those bits and pieces die cuts are included in the bundle. And what you just noticed here, this little sweater guy does not fit inside of the pocket. And that's okay, because not everything that you're doing in your album has to go in the pocket pages. It's fun to put things on top, so I will do that quite a bit. Now, I may use my little Tim Holtz tiny attacher to staple that. I may use a glue dot or something. It's really going to depend on what I want to happen on the back side there. With this particular shape, it's a sweater on the back side too. So I might want to use maybe a little stapler there to attach that piece instead of a glue dot, because I could, maybe put a sticker on the back of that sweater and call it good. Some of the other things I can slide in, just a couple of the die cuts. So there's a little circle. One of the things I really enjoy about adding things like this to the pocket pages that are not the squares is that you get some of that kind of see-through effect, that see-through look. So if we look at this little guy, you can see when it is in my album, let's say it's going to go right here on this page, I can kind of get a peek of what is coming through to the next page. I'll even adhere chipboard to the top of my pocket, and there I'm just removing that adhesive backing. And in this case, I had mentioned in one of the earlier segments that I like to add additional adhesive. I don't need to do that when I am adhering it to the top of the pocket page, because it will stay fine for me there. So I just started adding different things, whether you're adding on top of the pocket page or tucking inside. That's a fun way to kind of bring more pocket pages in. Now, I have used different embellishments here, but I could add some of the 2x2 squares that are coming from the snap cards that are part of your bundle, or I could even make little photos to go inside of those pockets as well. All right, so that's one of the configurations that is included in that 4x6 variety pack. Another one, let's look at this guy. This one has a 4x4 spot and then 2 2x2s. So this I think is fun because you can incorporate those 2x2 cards, but then you can also put a photo here or even mount a photo on one of the cards. So what I'm gonna do is take one of those 4x4 cards that was included in the kit. I could put that, actually, I won't put that in there quite yet, but I'm going to have that go in there. But I want to now put a 3x3 photo on there. So let's say this is a photo of my boys when they were younger. And let's say I want to add the photo to this pocket page, and I want it to be 3x3 because I want to have some of that matte. You guys, when math comes into scrapbooking, I don't think those two things go together at all. And the reason I bring that up is that in order for me to get a 3x3 out of this photo, I have to start measuring and figure out, well, if I want it centered right here, how much do I need to trim from this side? And how much do I need to trim from this side? And then what happens, I trim a little bit because I don't get my ruler out. And then I have a teeny tiny photo, and I hoped I printed doubles because the one I needed there isn't going to work anymore. So I'm going to use our photo photo crops to crop that photo very easily in the exact size that I need without having to get out my ruler. So the photo crops are a kind of heavy duty, semi-transparent plastic, and they come in the package. There are 5 different sizes. You have 2x2, 3x3, 3x4, 4x4, and 4x6, and those are the most common configurations that we see in a pocket page. I'm going to grab that little 3x3, and you can see here that it is semi-transparent, so I can see the image through that crop, and I can move it around until I get it exactly where I want it to be. And then I'm just going to lightly hold that on top of the photo with my thumb, and then I will trim right around that photo. No measuring, no math, super simple, and I get the perfect placement. I get the exact part of that photo that I want. So now I can get out my adhesive and adhere that photo right to the center of that mat, and in my pocket it goes. Now, I could also, instead of using a mat, since that is a 4x4 square, I could take one of the 4x4 photo crops and do the same thing. So this was Sam many years ago. He's now almost 18. Well, if they could only be as young and sweet as they were when they were little and wanted to make cookies with Mom for Christmas, right? All right, so there I just used that 4x4 photo crop and cropped it exactly where I wanted it. And now that can slide right into my pocket page. So super simple. And then just to wrap that up, I would add maybe a couple of the 2x2 cards that are part of the snap cards that are included in the December Days bundle. All right. So there's another option. Now, one of, I think, the most probably popular configurations of the pocket page that you see in that variety pack is the 4x6 pocket. And the reason for that is sometimes you want to be able to include a 4x6 vertical photo in your album. Now, you may just take this photo and adhere maybe another 4x6 photo or 4x6 card on the backside punch holes and put it in your album as a page. But a lot of people don't like to, punch their photos. So in that case, I would take my vertical 4x6 photo, and I'm just going to slide it right into that pocket page. And now I can incorporate very easily vertical 4x6 photos right into my album. And if I wanted, I could still add another 4x6 photo there. Or you have some of the 4x6 cards that are in that snap pack are also kind of vertical orientation. So I have some options there. All right, the last one that I want to show you, one of the biggest questions that we get is, why are there no pocket pages with horizontal 3x4s? And the reason is the horizontal 3x4s don't easily configure into a 6x8 sheet. But with the small little 3x4 vertical pocket page, I can easily now add my horizontal photos. So I'm going to start out by adding, let's take that little 3x4 card, and I'll add a little bit of washi. This washi is so fun, that's included in that, or not included, but part of the Merry and Bright collection. So I just put a little piece of washi to hold that embellishment or the die cut right there. And I'm going to pop that right into the top of my pocket page. But now I need a horizontal 3x4 photo. So here what I'm going to do, this was one of my Christmas decorations, and let's say I want that little piece to be in that bottom pocket. I'm going to go back to my photo crops, and I will grab that 3x4 photo crop, and let's get it about right there. I like to include decorations, photos of decorations in my December Days albums. And the reason for that is if you think back to when you were a kid, we always joke about, the avocado refrigerators and avocado green carpet. When I was a kid, it's kind of fun, I think, to incorporate things like that into your album. So seeing how maybe your Christmas or holiday decorations may change from year to year as well. So now I have my horizontal 3x4 photo that is also now fitting into that pocket page. So I add it just into my album like that. So those are some different ways using different size and different configurations of pocket pages and the photo crops to add additional photos to your December Days album. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more from Scrapbook.com, Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a message. Happy crafting!